The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Hey, welcome to the Steve Davis Show. Special guest today is Bill Blair, the Executive Director of Yaffle Football, and what a pleasure it is to have you on, Bill.
Thank you for having me today. Appreciate it.
It's a great year, another great year. I mean,
yes, indeed.
Help me out. Is this 51st year? Is that
actually since 1966, our 52nd year?
52nd. I knew I was close. We were doing I couldn't remember if it was 51 or 52nd. I know 2 years ago we came out and you had the big celebration and we put a lot of things together. But
that was fun.
First of all, I just want to thank you for our relationship. I mean, it's been, we've been doing this now for almost 11 years. And
yes, indeed. It's been great.
It's exciting, and I know that it's neat to, for you, but it also it's great to give our young student athletes something to look forward to at the end of the year for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes, indeed. They love it. They love seeing themselves on TV and so forth.
Well, let's kind of go through a successful year. We got highlights, kind of all the, Josh helped me out there. So here we go. So we got Mighty Mites.
Yes, indeed. Rio Grande versus Albuquerque High.
Got a little highlights there, and look at that. It's just amazing how they can just get. You see great athleticism at an early age in it.
Some of those, both of those teams have two outstanding running backs. They're both well coached. I know them both well. They did a fantastic job with both of those teams.
And this is at Milne. This is an early morning game. So
yeah, this is a great one here.
I know that doing this is, we get these little highlights. I just know these kids love watching it. We put them on YouTube and do things with it, and it's something you and I kind of, we played around with for over years and kind of made it into. We've grown together,
Yes, indeed.
Our guys have taken a little bit of pride in, here's that championship. I mean, you can't put a price tag on how enthusiastic everybody is on this.
They were super excited after the game when the coach received his championship trophy and so forth. He was super excited, Coach Gallegos.
Now we have the Pee-wees.
Yes, indeed.
La Cueva.
La Cueva, and they are doing really well. They had an outstanding year. The Valley coach is a good guy. Coach Justin Sanchez is the head coach of the La Cueva team. Again, outstanding running back, great line. They well coached, both sides really. Did a fantastic job. As you can see, they play some solid football.
I'll tell you, you just see what I get. So the younger groups is the organization, and that has a lot of credit with your organization, with Yaffle organization itself. And you look at these sets and look at the plays, and you look at the young character of the athletes. It's amazing how it's involved.
Yes, indeed. As at younger age, now we're looking at the rookies, which is Sandia versus Sioux Cleveland. Sioux Cleveland is coached by Coach Michael Dennison. They run multiple sets, spread sets, tight sets. It's pretty incredible, and they're 9 years old. Like you were saying, seeing that at the young age. Our coaches, they do their homework. They are organized on their teams. That's why they made it this far.
I tell you what, some great runs, and now we're moving right along here.
Yes, indeed. You have the Volcano Vista East, coached by Coach Cliff Montgomery, versus the La Cueva freshman as well, and that's coached by Coach Justin Kimbrough.
Check this run out.
Yeah.
This is a 100-yard run.
Talented young man. Yep, talented young man. That's Cliff Montgomery's son. He's a great athlete right there.
Tell you and this is at Community Stadium we're at right now. So
yes, indeed.
Pick 6 there. And
Again, both solid teams. They've battled before. They battle every year.
Now we're going to move on to the next division. And
Yeah. You have the Rio Rancho Rams, coached by Antonio Manning, and you have the Cleveland Storm, coached by Coach Phil Plate. These guys battle all year long.
sophomore division.
Yes, indeed. So these guys are 11. As you can see, there's a little bit more beef being moved around there. So, but again, both solidly coached teams and so forth. They always battle.
You know, what you've done a great job, or your organization's done a great job, is how much these teams look forward to the Super Bowl. It's a big, I mean, you know, people that don't go out on that Sunday to look, I mean, it starts out at like 9 o'clock in the morning and then it goes till like 6 or 7 o'clock, and it's just waves of people coming. Now we're moving right along again. So
Yes, indeed. We have here the La Puebla
Juniors.
Bears juniors versus West Mesa juniors. And, you know, Coach Cherry, Adam Cherry, is the head coach of La Cueva. They won this particular game here. Great game. And this is our varsity Super Bowl, which is La Cueva, Coach Mark Coe versus Cibola, which is Coach Ryan Mummer. That was a great game. I watched that one. Both of these teams are really solid. This was a battle. This was really a true battle. La Cueva has a set of twins that are pretty phenomenal athletes and so forth. But that was really a battle game right there.
well, you know, something I've noticed over the last 11 years is you see these teams win, and then they're competing for the state championship. I mean, you know,
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
I always look at Los Lunas. They were very dominant like 5, 6, 7 years ago. And you
Sure.
look at their program right now, Los Lunas is in the state championship,
Right.
going down to Roswell, and a lot of those players were in Yaflin, and you look at Rio Rancho. Rio Rancho was dominating like 3 or 4. I mean, in Albuquerque High, there's still some
Right.
good things. A team that you coached is still
Correct.
coming on.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat to see at this level. Then you see go. And then
Carry
Manzano, and then Manzano was, you know, they were borderline in Yaffle, but you could see them progressing every year, and they win the state championship. So
Yeah, teams. It's funny to watch teams grow from 7 years old all the way through Yaffle and play in high school. We have this mantra. You can actually look and see how many years will it be before they're actually in the playoffs in high school, and it really does flow through. The experience that kids get in Yaffle does make a difference once they get to high school.
what is amazing to me is just, like I said, the fanfare and what Yaffle, the organization. I know you won't take all the credit. You're just one of the
pieces.
One of the pieces, and you know, and a lot of the people that are doing this are volunteers. But
Absolutely.
It's just remarkable what you've accomplished over since you've taken over. Now how long have you been there now?
I've been involved with Yaffle since 1990. I've been the executive director since 2008.
I tell you, I want a great job. I just
I
want.
appreciate it.
I
Thank you,
mean, it's like our company. We just get so excited. We get for Yaffle, and you know, we get, you know, Golden Pride. They come through,
Absolutely.
and they come in and get some food for us, and it's at the top, and the announcers are all, you know, they want to cherry pick teams, and when we watch, you know, players over the years that's, you know, actually develop into college players, and that's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's been a few that's come through. They go to college and some pros. So,
Well, Bill, we're going to go to watch the Dream Style Top 10 Plays of the Week, and then we're going
Sounds
to come
good.
back, talk more about Yaffle, and also something coming up that's big for New Mexico.
yes, indeed. Sounds good.
They're going to go to the air here, and it's picked off and punched in. A Cardinals touchdown. They go to the air out of their own end zone, and Felix Gonzalez delivers a pick six. Come on now. If you saw,
I trusted you. I
saw
trusted
what-
you.
you saw what I was writing down here.
Oh!
Wide open Robertson to the sideline and to the house. Touchdown Bears. Nasir. Blitz to the near side. Now they back out a little bit. They're going to throw it deep. Has a man out there. Ball is caught.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
To the house. Touchdown. And across midfield. A lot of room on the sideline. One more to beat, and Santa Rosa's on the board. 96 yards on the return for Steven Sanchez. Time they're going to go back to the air, and it's complete. All the way for the score is
For the Tigers. Okay, looking, he's gonna throw it up, throws it in the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown.
Frost gonna hand this, fake the handoff, going around for the score. Is he holding on? Yes!
Arnott's throwing, it is a first down to Stevens. Stevens throwing on his feet, 10, 5, touchdown near the pylon. That's touchdown. Fakes the jet sweep, Lucero under pressure, receiver open, cut,
Wow.
touchdown.
Oh my
4th and
God.
11, and they convert. 22-yard touchdown pass.
So Deathridge is going to work in the pistol, and he's going to quarterback keep it, and he's got a lot of room. Look out, Deathridge still on his, and he's going to take it to the 10, to the 5, and in.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at Proview Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. We've got Bill Blair, Executive Director of Yaffle Football. And we got, hey, the season's not over. I mean, congratulations. I mean, we got all those coaches and what they've done. And I know
they did a great job.
it's something that it's amazing. You know, we keep those DVDs and it's amazing. You know, 10 years later, somebody's always picking one of those. Josh, you know, our producer back there, he's in charge of it, but it's amazing. Somebody will lose it or whatever, and they want that.
Everyone wants that momentum.
The momentum that they won, but it's not over. I mean, it's just it's just and this is something new, and make sure that I say it correctly. 2018 Pro Football Hall of Fame Mountain West Regional Youth Tournament.
Yes.
Explain it.
Yes, basically what happened is the Pro Football Hall of Fame decided to create a Little League style World Series. You know, you're familiar with that, right? For football. There are organizations in the country that have national championships, but none that encompass all of youth football. So the Pro Football Hall of Fame stepped in and created such a model last year. So it was their first year last year. And this year, and we were lucky this year to become the regional host for the Mountain West region. There's 12 regions throughout the country that have multiple states that are involved, where we're trying to find the best in each region that are going to compete for the national championship in Canton at the Johnson Controls Stadium in Canton, right next to the Hall of Fame.
Well, and this starts this week.
This weekend, yes, indeed.
This Friday, is that correct?
Yes,
They're going
Fridays.
to come in down. They're going to register on Thursday, if
Yes.
correct, and then Friday. And they're going to be playing multiple stadiums or just one stadium, Mesa?
They'll be playing at our regional complex, Mesa del Sol, and then they'll be playing the championships, hopefully at Community Stadium for the championships.
And that'll be on Sunday.
And that'll be on Sunday.
Well, I'll tell you, 26 teams, is that correct?
Yep, 26 teams, and from ages 8 through 14, and we're super excited.
Well, I think the whole city's excited. I know that something that this brings to, and it's the economic impact on New Mexico. This time, right before Christmas, you've
Yes,
got
indeed.
a lot of happy hotel people and restaurants that are going to be taking care of our young student athletes.
Yeah, we are making an impact. You have to figure we're going to have about 700 kids, somewhere thereabouts, 700, 600 kids. And just think of the parents, the hotels. We are making an impact on the city, not just the city, but for the state. It really highlights New Mexico football for everyone to see that we actually have some good football here. We have teams coming in from Montana, Nevada, Colorado, Arizona. So and obviously New Mexico, our New Mexico team. So see who can advance on to Canton. It's going to be some good football this weekend.
And help me out, is it similar to each one of these states is it Yaffle or is it a different name? Is it Pop Warner, does it change, or is it Yaffle across the country?
No, it's different. That's the nice thing about the Pro Football Hall of Fame tournament, because it doesn't say you have to be an independent league. It doesn't say you have to be a Pop Warner league. It says you can be from any league. Send us your best to our regionals, and we'll see who's the best to go to the nationals. So which is different from if you are a Pop Warner team playing in a Pop Warner championship, then you go to Pop Warner's national. That's different from being the national championship of all of youth football. That's why the Pro Football Hall of Fame creating this opportunity for the kids is tremendous, because now your league, you can come from any league and participate for the national championship.
And here's what's pretty impressive. I think it's Canton, Ohio. I mean, that's a dream come true if you can
fantastic.
just to get to be in that environment, and you know that the pros they're going to embrace this like big time. So
absolutely,
help me out on what are the Super Bowl teams winners? Are they all in, or are they they're all going to be competing this weekend?
Some of the teams. I'll talk about the teams coming from out of state.
Okay.
Some of those guys are their champions coming from out of state, coming into our regional here. Then some of our state Super Bowl champions here for Yaffle are actually in the regional championship as well. But we also had a state championship here last weekend, which was phenomenal as well. So most of the teams that we just saw that were Super Bowl champions ended up winning the state championship. So they won a berth into the Mountain West Regional for the Hall of Fame.
And it starts again on Friday. Starts at
Games start.
Games start on Friday. It starts at 9 o'clock.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. and go all the way up to 5 or till dark.
Oh no, it'll be done. We'll be done about 3 o'clock.
Multiple fields.
Multiple fields.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you can go. You know what? Let's take a little break, and we're going to come back and talk about how we're going to pay for this.
Sounds good.
Don't forget, every Proview Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all, or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
The Barley Room, a proud sponsor of Proview Networks for over 9 years, is pleased to introduce Black Iron Catering. From weddings and family reunions to birthdays and office parties, Black Iron Catering is perfect for any event. Contact Jamie at 505-459-8259 and book your event today. Black Iron Catering. Let us bring our kitchen to you.
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. We've got Bill Blair, Executive Director, Yaffle Football, and also big week. I mean, this is This is huge for you, huge for New Mexico. So get out and sponsor it. Get out and I know you love sponsors and that. So
Absolutely.
Get in and you'll if you got a good opportunity to get your name out there. Also, very reasonable for the people to get in to watch.
Absolutely. The event will be out at Mesa del Sol, and a person can, the charge to get in to watch the games and so forth is $15 per person for the entire weekend. So for all 3 days, it's $15 a person to come and watch the games.
And that could possibly be 3 games, is that correct? And so basically it's $5 a game.
Yeah.
That's pretty, very, very reasonable and economic for people that are coming out of state.
And the Hall of Fame wanted to make sure that it was consistent across the board in all 12 regions. So what we're doing here is what they're doing elsewhere.
You made a point that I just kind of, made me think is that, you got 700 athletes, is that correct?
Somewhere 600, 700, depending on the amount.
Now you're going to have, multiply that by moms and dads and cousins and uncles that are going to come out. This is going to be a pretty big impact on the city of Albuquerque.
Sure, absolutely. And the city of Albuquerque and Bernalillo County have been behind this whole event tremendously. I've been working with Angela Gandy from the city of Albuquerque and Carrie Montemomo at the Bernalillo County, and both have been outstanding to work with.
You've always been very appreciative of your partners, and I think, APS has really come through. I mean, you might want to thank some people that
absolutely
have come through for you, like Kenny Barreras. I mean, it seems like he always comes through in the clutch.
Kenny Barreras and Ed Dragmeister have been fantastic throughout my relationship with them all through the years. But they're really always in, Yaffle's, always has Yaffle's back, and they really are tremendous help to Yaffle for sure. Stadium-wise, stadium uses and things of that nature, they're always there for the kids.
It's, and at the same time, I want to thank them. I mean, they're always very, very supportive of Proview Networks and Ben it's you and I mean, Proview started out 11 years ago, and it seems like it's just been a natural marriage all the way through. And then
it has been.
When you've called and said, hey, we got something, I said, hey, we're in, except just make sure it's on Sunday because it's state football in the States. It's New Mexico, and and hopefully we can accommodate that, and that all works out for the good of what gets to showcase New Mexico.
Absolutely.
And get to play in Nucinda Community Stadium is a pleasure, and it shows that we have as great venues as there is football venues as there is in the country.
Absolutely. Community Stadium. That's one thing when I talked to the individuals at the Pro Football Hall of Fame and said, we have a venue for championship games that is second to none. And again, with Kenny and Ed Dragmeister's help, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great event.
Well, every year I know I made that comment when you walked in. Your year didn't end with Super Bowl Sunday. Now you're working on this Pro Football Hall of Fame Mountain West Regional Youth Tournament, but what else do we have to expect for next year with Yaffle?
What Yaffle has done, we try to listen to our coaches. We try to listen to our parents. So what we're going to do is, it's going to seem kind of strange, we're actually starting registration early this year. We're going to start a registration December 15th for 2019. But what's neat about this year, to hold a spot for your young man or young lady, because young ladies play football as well, is $25 to hold your spot on your team. And that's a nice thing, because now a person can say to grandmom or auntie or uncle, hey, can you give little Johnny or little Joey a spot on football for Christmas? Things like that. So we're listening to our folks. So there's a long-term payment plan to pay for football.
Instead of getting a gift, if they want to play football, this is the time of giving.
Exactly.
Instead of giving something maybe they don't even, a shirt that they may not want or not, that they got an opportunity to play. Because one thing that we all do, and it's something that you probably we all deal with on a yearly basis, is things are not going down, and it's people like yourself that are using creativity to keep this thing
absolutely
to keep it going.
Yeah, it's you're right, because things don't go down. A helmet now, a good solid quality 5-star helmet will cost you $115 for a good quality helmet. That's a tremendous amount of dollars that the league spends each year to make sure our kids are safe. Things back in the day, back in the mid-90s, good quality helmet cost you $45. You know, even as soon as 2008, right? A good quality helmet was $60. You see what I mean? So things have escalated tremendously. So.
And that's a big concern for parents with with the concussions and something that you've worked through. And
Yep.
I want to I think the word is that I've been impressed with you and your organization is safety of the kids.
Absolutely.
That's something you just said right there. Is safety first, and school. I mean,
Absolutely.
Student athletes is very big with. And enforced at the
Absolutely.
same time. So
We just recently had our student athlete banquet. We highlighted and chose, there was a committee that chose the top student athletes who submitted packages for consideration. We had a banquet at the Marriott Pyramid, which was another one of our partners. We had a commander speak. Sally Marquez from NMAA was there. UNM football, Brian Despain was there, spoke. We had, Bob Brown came and spoke. It was an outstanding event highlighting our student athletes. So we at YAF will take student athlete to heart, right? So, in addition to our football and our cheer program, which is outstanding, we take education to heart as well.
and let me speak on this, going back a little bit to this 2018 Pro Football Hall of Fame, Mountain West. Is this something that we can look forward? Is this, or do we need to make a good impact and show them that the state and the city of New Mexico, Albuquerque is behind this, and we want to keep this thing going?
Each year they look for different venues and so forth. We want to make sure that New Mexico is high in their mind as one of the top venues to hold this event.
So you got a little pressure on you here.
Oh, absolutely. But pressure's okay.
The pressure's okay.
Pressure's okay.
But I'm just saying that is. The point I'm making is that let's get out and support it.
Absolutely.
Let's get out and let's make this thing, something that's not that YAFL and Proview networks can really be something that, hey, this is where there's no second guessing. This is where we want to do this next year.
Absolutely. I'm with you there. And I think we will. I've got good volunteers, good support with the city and county and APS and all those folks. And obviously Proview as far as helping us get the message out and so forth about this event. More importantly, about all of our YAFL events that we have going on. We can put New Mexico on the map.
Well, we're on the map. So a lot of people don't realize, but I tell you, I want to thank you. I know you had to, you worked because you had to compete for this, and you had to make some presentations, and it wasn't
indeed.
just like handed and gift wrapped it to you for a Christmas present or anything like that. You had to get out and say, hey, here's the qualities of New Mexico. And one thing that and help me out, and we talked about this, probably 6-7 years ago when you were on my show, and it was about YAFL is one of the top organizations, private organizations in the country, if I'm correct.
Yeah, YAFL is a little unique from a lot of other football organizations in the country. We have a single board that manages, 2,500 kids, right? So a lot of places will break it up. So we have our league is broken up into high school districts. And we have La Cueva, we have Albuquerque High, we have Rio Grande, we have Manzano. In other cities, they would be broken up into their little organizations and have their own boards and things of that nature. The nice thing about YAFL is we have a single board that runs the organization, keeps everything tight, and we can take advantage of buying equipment, the economic, the benefits of buying in bulk. So it's one organization trying to keep everything consistent across the board for all the participants.
Well, Bill, let's real quickly, again, Friday, come out and support Mesa. Where's that at? Location?
Mesa del Sol is over, it's at 5601 University Boulevard, right next to the Journal Pavilion where there's concerts.
Well, hey, good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it, Steve.
And good luck to all the winners that can move on to Canton, Ohio.
Absolutely, that's going to be fun to watch.